Hi everyone. So today we are going to explore what is data masking in Power BI. So here I have a scenario where I have customer segments and my profit, and I have users from these segments. What I want to do is people from corporate, they should see the number for their respective segment, and all the other data for this segment should be masked. So if I use row level security, what will happen is that if I have this corporate role, I'll see data only for corporate. But with data masking, we can actually hide sensitive data. So I will be able to see all the segments, but I'll only be able to see the number for my segment. Rest everywhere here I can show star star star, and it can be the other way around. I can only see the name of my segment and all the other numbers, but only the name of my segment will be visible and everything else will be masked. So I can see how I'm performing as compared to other segments, and also the data is secure. So for that I am going to use user principal name function in Power BI. So what this function returns is, in the desktop it will return your system name, and in service it will return your email ID. And I'll quickly create this measure to show you what it returns. So user principal name, user principal name. Okay, I will display it in a card. Okay, so this is my system name, and now we will create a table for all the segments and the email IDs. So I'll go to transform, and I will take a blank query, and here I will write my orders table, and the column that I want is customer segment. Okay, but I want only distinct value, so I'll say list dot distinct. Yes, and now I'll convert this into a table by clicking on this option, convert to table. Okay, yeah, I will rename this as my segment, and my table name is segment details. Now here I will add a column for my email IDs. I'll use the conditional column, segment equals to corporate, and because I'm showing this on desktop, so I'm going to write my system name. But if you're using service, then you'll have to put in the email IDs here. So now I'll put my system name xtlp 1038 backslash Dell, and my name is email ID. All right, that looks good, and I'll load this table. And I'm also going to connect my segment details to the segment in my orders table. Is it? Of customer segment and my segment. Okay, now I will create. So first I am going to remove this from here, and I'm going to use segment from the table that I have created. Segment, and this comes on the top. Okay, now I'll create my data masking measure. Data mask profits. Okay, so I'm simply going to write a if statement to check if the selected value of the email ID is equals to the user principal name, and if this is true, then I want my sum of profits. I just want to see star star. Alright, and now I will use this measure in my visual. As you can see, I'm only able to see data for corporate because I have given my system name in corporate, and I'll remove this sum of profits here. So this is data masking. I can also do it other way around. Get a new measure again. So data mask segment equals to if selected value of my email ID is equals to the user principal name, then I want selected value of the segment, else I want to see 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, and I will copy this table, this column, remove this column, and will also remove this column, and my, oh shit, I have to put this column, and I have to put my profit. Okay, so as you can see that this is giving me the total, because this is a measure, this is not a column, so it is summarizing everything. And to fix this, what we can do is, in our table we can add an index column. Add column index from 1. Okay, I'll load this, and now I'm going to pull in my index column here. Okay, but I don't need to show my index column, I can just hide it. Specific columns, index, apply to header, text color white, and my background is also white. And to remove grid lines, I don't want grid lines. Yeah, you can do this. This is a simple workaround. Now if you have multiple email IDs, then what you can do is you can just add a comma here. Yeah, in this step you can add a comma here, and I'll write my email ID. Okay, and when I say close and apply, as you can see, everything is gone, because this is checking for an exact match. What I can do is in my measure, here I am checking if my email ID is equals to the user principal name. Instead of this, I can simply use contains string. So I'll remove this step, comma, I forgot the comma, contains string. Within text is my selected value, email ID. My find text is user principal name bracket complete. Alright, I will enter this. Okay, and now I will copy this again and paste it in my this measure, which is for profits. Yeah, so this is how you can implement data masking in Power BI. Thank you.